The East African Community Regional Force has begun exiting troops from the eastern DRC.
There you have it. So the regional bloc also first deployed these troops in the violence-plagued region in November last year after the resurgence of the M23 rebel group, a rebel group that is supported, armed, trained, and paid by Rwanda. And there is evidence to show that. And sometimes there is evidence also to show that Rwandan Defense Force, particularly the Rwandan Defense Force Special Force from the Rwandan army, fight alongside these rebels, these M23. So Congo authorities from Kinshasa at the time invited East Africa to send its troops to free the areas taken by these rebels. So these soldiers came from Kenya, which were 900 of them from Kenya. We had 2,000 from Uganda, 750 from South Sudan, and about 350 from Burundi. So they came there, and once they came there, these rebels actually left without a fight because I think they got orders from Rwanda that they should stay away and see how it plays out. And how it played out was that these troops from East Africa, particularly from Kenya and Uganda, felt so comfortable around these rebels. We've seen videos, we've seen pictures, Kenyan troops hanging around the M23 in Kibumba without fear. And we've seen Ugandan troops who are supposed to be in Bunagana, a town near Uganda, the border town between Uganda and Congo, patrolling the streets of Bunagana. At the same time, M23 rebels extorting taxes from people in Bunagana. We've seen videos and pictures showing these rebels extorting tax from the residents of the Bunagana town on the Congolese side. While at the same time, in the background, there is a group of Ugandan soldiers. And these are soldiers who are supposed to be there to fight these rebels. Apparently, that's what they told Congo. And they told Congo that so that Congo could join the East African community, which they did last year. Yes, Congo joined the East African community last year. And one of the reasons why they joined was because they were promised that these countries were going to send these troops to stop one of their neighbors, in this case Rwanda, from sending these rebels to Congo. And that's why Congo joined so fast, But then, once they sent these troops, they did nothing, and these rebels kept, capturing more territories. So they've left. As you can see from these photos, they started leaving from morning on Sunday all the way through the evening. They even left, using chartered planes from civilian airlines. Unlike the first time when they went there in November last year, you saw that the Kenyans arrived on the Kenya Air Force planes and some Kenya Army cargo planes, troop carriers. We saw that, and it was beautiful, and we thought they are going to enforce peace. But once they got there, they said that they were there to maintain peace. And, look, you maintain peace where there is...
Now, the East African Community Regional Force has begun its withdrawal from the Democratic Republic of Congo. Congolese President Felix Tshisekedi accused the force of tolerating the rebels rather than forcing them to surrender.
Right? And these accusations are not unfounded. They seem almost correct. Because from what I'm hearing is that after the Kenyans left yesterday, today the M23 rebels were spotted in the same territories that the Kenyans were occupying. So they didn't even wait for a day. It's as if these rebels were just hanging around there watching the Kenyans. So they just moved in. Few hours later, they just moved in, including the military camp of Rumangabo where the Kenyans were. These rebels have been seen there. So that's what is happening right now in Congo. And the Congolese government is planning to send close to 10,000 new recruited Congolese army, FRDC. And that I remember I showed you a video about these new, young, modern FRDC soldiers. And we don't know whether they are going to be able to deal with these rebels, but that is the situation.